Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I've got a compilation of 7 different autumn designs. Basically they're all going to be super easy ones just to make life easy, and it's really good for busy days in the salon as well, where you've got clients back to back. It's nice to have something simple but really effective. So I've already done the base colours of all of my nails. I've used the same 6 colours for all of them, just to basically tie it all together and stuff and make them all semi-similar. So I'm now just finding a foil for my first, what is it called? My first nail. The first one is going to be super easy because it is literally just going to be patchy foil. Like, it can't get any simpler than that. This is the colour of nail that I've gone for on this one. The different colours that I've used are, this one is cinnamon stick. I've then got saffron, which is the next nail, pumpkin pie, which is the one after. We've got cream satin, peachy nude, and fireball. So first things first, I'm just going to do a coat of the Evol foil gel on this nail. I am making sure to do it nice and even. It's not going to be absolutely perfect. I'm not doing full coverage like I mentioned. It is just patchy. I'm making these designs as simple as I possibly can, for those really busy days when your clients want designs but you want something quick to get a lot of people in or whatever. So I'm just going to pop this one into the lamp for 60 seconds and wait for that to come out. And in the meantime, I'm going to show you what foils I'm using. So I've got 2 here, as you can see. We've got a gold shade and like a coppery sort of colour, both very autumnal. I'm just going to cut off bits from them, and then I'll also be able to show you them properly as well. I've got to try and remember to tidy up as I go along during this video, because compilations, obviously I use a lot of products and I get myself in a right mess because I'm really not very good at making sure I tidy up as I go along. This coppery foil is from Tia's Beauty. I'm not 100% sure where the gold is from, I'm afraid, because I've had it forever, but I'm sure you can get gold from pretty much anywhere. So these are the 2 coloured foils that are going with for this. Super simple. It is now finished in the lamp, so we're just going to go ahead and apply patches of the foil. Quite literally just placing it on and just ripping it away, basically. Still want to see that colour underneath because that's a nice autumnal colour, but that is literally as simple as that nail is. Super easy. I'm going to be matte top coating this one because I love matte top coat over metallic foils. It looks amazing. I'm just going to tap it all over, make sure that all that foil is completely stuck, and then I'm going to make sure that actually my light is on my desk. There we go. And then I'm just gonna, like I said, matte top coat that whole nail. I just feel like it really brings these types of foils to life. Like, it's just amazing how much of an impact it makes. So I'm just going to pop that into the lamp and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So here's that first nail, absolutely beautiful. You see what I mean with that matte top coat, it just brings it to life. Like, you can see the colours even better when it's matte. It's just stunning. So that's the first nail. Like I said, super easy, like all of these designs are going to be. I'm just trying to keep each design to a few minutes long, so obviously there's 7, I don't want to be like an hour long video. So the next one, we've got saffron as our base for this nail, and I'm going to be using a glitter in this one, and it's called Toffee from Sparkle Supplies UK. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my palette, I'm going to put some base coat on it. It's really thick because it's cold in my room today, like really cold, but it's fine, I'm going to work with it. So once I've done that, I'm then just going to get my cuticle pusher thing that I don't actually use for cuticle pushing, and I'm just going to place the glitter into the base coat and then mix that in so it's all distributed and within that base. And then once I've got the excess off there, I'm going to go in with a random nail art brush. You can use whichever one you would prefer for this method. And basically I'm going to scoop it up and I'm going to place it. I've got my pot of glitter next to me in case I need to add any more on. I'm just going to place it at the start, just at the cuticle area. You can obviously do this from the free edge or the cuticle area, it's completely up to you. And then I'm just going to brush that down. This method is super easy with glitters like this that are multi-mixes that have like a hexin and a really small fine glitter. Like, they make it super easy to get that fade. So highly recommend doing this with a glitter like that. Basically makes it really super simple. And then all we're doing then is basically just moving it around and getting it exactly where we want it. If there's anywhere where you need a bit more glitter, you can just dip your brush into your actual glitter pot and just pick a little bit more up that way instead of adding more base coat to the nail, because obviously there's already some on there. So you just need glitter to stick to it basically. And then doing it this way, it's really easy to get it really nice and flat as well, because it's encapsulated automatically really. So if you look at it from all angles and make sure it's as flat as you can get it, you won't need to do anything else other than top coat after this step, which is nice and simple. Okay, and then once you're happy with where all your bits of glitter are, that's what that one looks like. Beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that one into the lamp for a full cure, and then I'm going to top coat it, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So here's what that second nail looks like. Absolutely beautiful, and again, super easy. So third up, does that make any sense? I don't think so, but we're going with it anyway. We've got this colour here, which is this light... That's not actually what I'm supposed to be using, sorry, it's this one. I'm using Saffron again for this one, and we're going to be going in with a stamp this time, and we're going to use coloured stamping polish for a change instead of the typical black and white. And we're going to be using this one here from Clear Jelly Stamper. It is number 20 and it's perfect for this time of year, and I'm going to be using Saffron as my base. The colour underneath, the stamp I'm going to use, which is what I was trying to say, and why it was so difficult, is this one up here, which I need to clean because I used it the other day, which is what gave me the idea for this design to be used in this video, because it looked absolutely beautiful on my client the other day. We did use it with different colours though. We used it with navy blue, which looked really good, but we're sticking with the colours we're using here. So I'm using this stamp here, and it is from Born Pretty, and it's BPL024 plate. This is what it looks like. Beautiful plate. And like I said, we're using this here. So I'm going to try and get it in shot, but I don't want it to mess up my lighting or anything. So first things first, I'm just going to remove my tacky layer from the nail, like so. And that's what we're left with, just a nice matte surface. And then obviously I need a stamper and a scraper, which I almost forgot somehow. I'm just going to make sure that my stamper is clean by rolling it over it's not a lint-free anything, over a lint roller is what I'm trying to say. So just one of these, and then getting my stamper and just rolling it over. And as you can see, all the excess that was on there comes straight off. That's all you need to do to clean a stamper. You don't need to put any liquids on it or anything like that. So I'm just going to pop some of my colour on the top of this image and then pull it downwards. And then I'm going straight over the top. You can see it's picked up the image, and then we're just going to plonk that on top of the nail basically. Super easy and really effective, but that is literally it for that nail. So I'm just going to top coat it and I'll show you again. So this is what that nail looks like. That is nail number 3 complete. Absolutely beautiful. And again, super annoying that I keep saying it, but it is super easy. And then we're going to go in with this one, which has got a base of pumpkin pie, and I'm going to be going in with this Brilbird Glamour Gel, obviously from Brilbird. And we're basically just going to do like a cuff for this one. I want it to be quite thick because I want you to be able to see it, because this glitter is absolutely beautiful. But basically, to do a cuff, all we're doing is just sort of tracing the cuticle, well, what would be the cuticle area. Just going with the natural curve of that cuticle. I'm just going to bring it down a bit more, like so. Super sparkly. So my phone always finds it difficult to capture just how beautiful these glamour gels are. Just making sure that I'm going down to the same point on both sides so it's nice and even and symmetrical. Like so, and then once I'm happy and I feel like it is even, you can then pop it in the lamp. And this is just one of those really, really easy, simple designs, but looks really effective. And you could obviously do any base colour or any cuff colour, but it looks really pretty. So that is that one. So that's the glitter cuff one, all top coated. That's how it looks. Beautiful, super easy. So I'm going to pop that to the side now. Now next up, we're going to be doing something, well, I'm just going to say easy. That's the most annoying thing I could possibly say, considering that's all I've said this whole time. So we're going to just basically get the brushes out of our bottles, get as much of the product off as we can, and then we're just going to swipe randomly. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. And then I'm going to flash cure as I go along for this one. So I'm going to flash cure this for 10 seconds. And then we're going to do the same thing with the next colour. Then flash cure that again. And then last but not least, like the last colour, we're going to do it with again. Super easy. I love designs like this as well. And then again, I'm going to pop that in just for a quick 10 seconds to flash cure. And then I'm going to get my cream colour, which is the base colour of this design. I'm just going to pop some of that on my palette. Because then all we're going to do is just get a dotting tool. And we're going to dot some dots of that base colour onto the coloured areas. Just random. Like so. Just going to pop some little ones about as well. And then I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure this time. I'm not going to lie, I did actually miss out a step. I'm going to put some more of this this foil that I used for, what's it called? Well, the foil one. I don't know why that was so difficult. I'm going to put some of that on, and I would have done that after the coloured bits, but before the dotted bits. So just bear that in mind if you do recreate this. That's the order I would do it in. But I'm going to get my Evolve foil gel. I just love dots. Like, I just can never wait to get some dots on a nail. So I'm going to do the same thing with my foil gel as I did with the colours, but this time I'm just applying it completely sporadically, just in two areas. I don't want to go too overboard. And I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure, and then when it comes out I can press my foil into those areas. I did remove the tacky layer from the rest of the nail so it doesn't stick anywhere we don't want it. And obviously once this is fully cured for 60 seconds and I take it out, I can put my foil on. So that's now fully cured. I'm just going to get my foil and just place that in those areas that I've just put the foil gel. Just placing it on, and then all I'm going to do just to finish off is just get some dots on top of the foil, basically just like that. Just going over the ones that have just been covered by foil that I don't want to be. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to pop that back into the lamp for a full cure. And then once it comes out, I will top coat and show you what it looks like. So I decided to matte top coat that one as well, just so the other one wasn't the only matte one. But this is what that one turned out like matte. I really love it. Let me know whether you do. So the next nail we do is going to be tartan now. So we're going to go in first of all. Oh god, I've just put my brush in the wrong colour. I was going to say we're going to go in with the lightest colour, but then I accidentally dumped it into the dark one. So we're going to go into Pumpkin Pie first of all on my palette. I've just popped some of my colours out. And I'm going to do 2 lines of the light colour, basically. Oh gosh, making music with my light by accident. So I'm just going to pop those 2 lines down first. I want these ones nice and thick. Like I said, this is with the lighter of the 2 colours. If I say 2 colours, I didn't tell you I was only using 2. So I'm using 3 colours altogether for this design, and it is Pumpkin Pie, Saffron, which is the darker one, and Cream Satin. So I've got those ready. So I'm just going in, like I said, with thick lines of this colour. And then with the darker colour, the lines will be thinner. So once I've done that with this one, I'm going to pop that into the lamp for about 30-second cure, because I'm not going to be overlapping it that much with the other colour yet, so I don't need to bother full cure on it because it's just a waste of time sitting around waiting for it. So I'm just popping it in for 30 seconds, which is a half cure for gel perfection, and then once it comes out I can get on with the next bit, which is going to be the dark colour. So I'm just getting that on my brush ready, making sure it's between all of my bristles so it's easier to move along the nail. This nail's now been in for 30 seconds, so I forgot to turn my lamp off. So I'm just going to go in now with the next step, which is I'm going to do a line down this side now, attempt to get it straight, like so. And then I'm going to do another one along the bottom underneath that other line that we already did, the thicker one. And then again, I'm going to do another one. We're doing 2 more horizontal ones. So I'm going to do one in about the middle-ish, and then one further up. So I'm just going to map out where I want that to be, about there, perfect. And then this one I'm going to make a bit thicker. And then we can take it over the rest of the nail. And then the top one. Obviously there's lots of different ways to do tartan, but I just find this the easiest to remember, so this is the way I'll do it. There we go, and then I'm going to pop that in this time for a full cure, and then once it comes out we've only got 2 more lines to do, but I am going to need slightly thinner lines, so I'm going to go in with a different brush because this one is quite thick. There's a lot of bristles on it, so I need one with less bristles, which is going to be my striper brush from Magpie Beauty. So I'm just going to clean this off, pop the lid back on, and make sure that one's clean, because that is the one that I used to do the glitter cuff nail. So I just want to make sure that all that is out. And then, like I said, the last colour we're going to be using is Cream Satin, which you could use white or black or whatever you want basically, but I'm just trying to keep it within the same colours as the other nails basically, just so they don't look too sporadic. It's a bit random. But yeah, so once this is fully cured I can start that step. So that is fully cured now. I'm just going to wipe over this nail first of all, just to get rid of the tacky layer from all colours, because I find it much easier to paint over with no tacky layer, because then it stops any colours potentially running when you don't want them to. And then what we're going to do is a straight line basically with the lighter colour over both of the orange lines. So I'm just very gently tracing it out first. And then just keep going over it until I've got it how I want it. I was meant to put less pressure on over this little hump here where the colours meet, but I didn't, and now as you can see it looks bulkier, but it's fine. I'm going with it. I don't have the patience to sort it out today. And then we're going to do the exact same thing but over that, what's it called? Horizontal. That's not straight in the slightest, but we're going with it. Like so. So that's that nail done. I'm just going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure now to cure that coat that we've just done with the light colour, and then I will top coat it when that is finished curing and show you what it looks like before we get on to our last nail. So this is that nail all top coated. Absolutely love how it turned out. It's beautiful. I love the colour scheme together. They look really nice, especially with that cream base. So last but not least, we're going to be doing a marble nail. So I've done just one coat of the base of this one, and I'm just going to do the second one now because I'm going to be doing my colours like into this wet layer. Just find they blend together a bit easier when you do it that way with a coat of wet polish underneath. So this one I think is called Fireball, sorry. And then I've got all of my colours still on my palette from doing that nail just. So I'm just going to use those. I'm just cleaning off my brush. And basically I'm just going to go ahead and use my brush to scoop up some of the colours and then just apply them to the nail with that brush. Like so. There's plenty of different ways to do marble, and I literally do it differently like every time I do one. So just have a play around with it. That's the fun of marble. You never really know what it's going to look like until it comes to the very end, which is one thing I absolutely love about it. So we're just basically just going to keep building this up. But for now, I'm just randomly adding the darker colour in. Like so. And then once I've added some of the darker one in, I'm going to go in with the next colour, which is pumpkin. And I'm going to do the same thing with that. Just pulling it through the nail randomly. Like so. Do I fill out that dark brown? And then once I've done that, I'm going to go in with the lightest colour. It's all pretty random for now because I'm going to go in with another brush after this and bring it all together even more. Completely randomly putting some through basically. And then I'm going to get my striper brush. I'm just going to get the sparkly one on it for now, just because that's the one with the least like colour that I've actually put on the nail. I'm just going to randomly just go through it all with this brush now. Obviously you can do it whatever angle you want. I just want a nice subtle marble, which is obviously why I'm using colours that are so similar to each other. And then once I've got into that and gone on there, I can then start going in with my striper and adding the colours that I feel like it needs. Just swiping through it basically with the different colours. Super simple, just going to keep messing with it until I'm happy basically. Just going to clean off my brush, I'm going to get some more of the lighter colour now. Make sure that the side walls are all covered in colour. And then, I think I'm going to leave it pretty much like that, to be honest, just totally random. Pretty cute. You can already see the colours as well on camera, but it does look really nice. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp now for a full cure, and then once it's cured, I'll be able to show you all the nails done. So here is that last nail top coated. I'm going to show you all of the nails together now, but I feel like for some reason the top coat seems to have just really made it pop. So I really love how that one turned out. Totally random, as always with marbles. But yeah, so I'm going to show you them all together now. I'm just going to pop them on my sticky straw, and then you can see how they all turned out. So here is all of them. They all look super autumny. I don't know what is sticking on the end of that one, but there we go. Yeah, super autumny. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this type of video where you get a few different designs in one, because I will plan to do more of them. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope this video wasn't too long, but I think we did all right for 25 minutes for like 7 designs. I'm not too mad. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.